Hello and welcome back to the Movie Attic. I'm Mike, and as I've said about 8 million times, this is the attic where I discuss and review movies, DVDs, Blu-Rays, and 4Ks for all the nice people out there in YouTube land. I know everybody was hanging on the edge of their seats waiting for the second part of this haul video, so I guess let's jump right into it. First up, we have, and this is the second part of the haul video for the month of April, for those of you playing at home, the one I usually call the best of the rest. So first up we have the Kung Fu Panda 3 4K. I don't know how well that's visible. Basically the same artwork on the inside. And on the back, comes with a digital code and a 4K disc and a green Blu-ray disc of all things. No inside artwork. We have the other 3 Kung Fu Panda movies on 4K, so this was a no-brainer to pick up. We enjoy these movies, so had to pick that one up. Next up is yet another Pink Panther movie. That's probably not too visible with all the white. This is a Kino Lorber release. Anyway, it's the return of the Pink Panther. This is the reversible artwork. Like I always say, I switch it out all the time so there's a different picture. And if you know Kino Lorber, there's their usual disc art, which really isn't disc art. The 4K disc and the Blu-ray. So I was happy to add this to the collection because I have 4 of the previous releases. And like I said, I used to grow up watching these on television. And so when this came out, luckily my local Barnes & Noble had it. Most of these Kino Lorber releases I get at I know they had a sale 50% off, but I don't know if this was during that sale. But even without that, these new releases are like 40% off. So that's number 2. Number 3, and this is kind of a blind buy. I did watch trailers, like I usually say. I watch a lot of trailers for this stuff, but I did see it on another channel that inspired me to check it out. But it is Port of Shadows. This is the 4K of it. It's a Kino Lorber. It is a foreign film, I believe. Slip cover. I don't think there was reversible artwork, but guess it's too late to check now. The usual fare. Kino Lorber on the disc. It looked very interesting. And like I said, I did watch the trailers, so I'm anxious to check it out. And this one was half price because they had a half price sale on foreign films, and this was in that section. So that was my 3rd pickup. Now this next pickup, I had the previous DVD of this, and it is Over the Garden Wall. I had seen this many years ago. I don't know if it was on the Cartoon Network or one of those kids program shows. It was like at the time, one Blu-ray disc. It was like a mini series. They had a different episode every day of the week, I believe, when it first aired. It was very much like a cross between like Grimm fairy tale / Edgar Allan Poe type style, and it was You know, it was very interesting. The whole time you're trying to figure out what's really going on here. And I found it rather enjoyable. There's some cool music in it, or at least I thought so. And a lot of voice talent. So definitely had to pick that up. And it wasn't very expensive either. And I got this at my local Walmart, or one of the local Walmarts. Next up was one I'd been on the fence about buying for many years. And so I finally picked it up. And it was to complete an order on Amazon. You know, sometimes you'll have so much credit, and it's like, I'll just throw this in the cart. It is the Winged Serpent. Like I say, this has been on my list for a little while. I think mainly because I think there's stop motion in it. I know that's not a very good reason to get it, but I guess there's the upside down disc, or it's upside up now. But and as you can see, it's got inside artwork. If I can get the disc out. Inside artwork. So I definitely will be watching that at some point, but I got a pile of stuff ahead of this. So I was happy to pick that up, and I don't think this was very expensive at all. So that's why I threw it in the cart as an extra. Now the next two titles up the bat are part of the, if you saw my last video, and like I always say, I don't know why you would. I had one of the things I picked up was a gift from one of my sons for a holiday, personal holiday. And these two are also gifts from that same deal. But it is the reboot of Cicada. If you know anything about these old series, there was a Cicada, and then there was a follow-up series to it. And I have those, and I enjoyed the original Cicada. And from what I hear, the original guy that played him is in this reboot. It's got inside artwork. It's a single disc. And I actually started watching this, and it seemed very good to me. So I was, of course, anytime I get a gift, I'm always very thankful for that. And I think I mentioned, it's Blu-ray. Next up is another one of those, and this was, like I say, a gift too. It's another one of those series from Japan, and that's from Japan as well, I believe. What is it? Special Rescue XC Draft? I have a bunch of these. If you've seen any of my other videos, I've gotten some of these other, I think a lot of these came out in the 80s. It's one of those standard definition ones where it has all the episodes on one disc, I believe. Yep. And it's got inside artwork as well. And of course, like I say, I was happy to get it because I have a bunch of the other ones. And I can't remember if I don't think I watched any of these yet. Some of the other ones I popped it in to watch a few episodes. This looks like 49 episodes on a single disc. So definitely have to check that out. And last, and maybe not least, I don't know. It's another one of these Elsa movies. It's part of the, I think it's part of the Kino Cult line. I have two other ones. It's got separate artwork, which I think the words cover everything up. I'm sure I'll hear about it if it does not. And like the other Kino Lorber, it kind of has a standard artwork look to it. And I have not watched any of the previous ones, so I don't know anything about this. But it's Ilsa, the Tigress of Siberia, starring Diane Thorne. And she was in the other two movies that I have. So, there you have it. There's the rest, the best of the rest. Everything I got in April is scattered between this episode and the previous one. So if you've picked up any of these titles, or what did you pick up in April, leave a comment down in the comment section. Like I always say, I'd love to discuss it. So until next time, when I have something completely different up here in the attic, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.